what's the latest theme park news? You're about to find out. At Walt Disney World, annual passes have been on pause since C-19 occurred. When the parks reopened, new annual passes were still not available for purchase. Current pass holders, however, have been able to renew their passes.
But finally, Disney World has said it will soon resume annual pass sales ahead of its 50th anniversary celebration on October 1st. In more Disney news, the pricing details have been released for the new Star Wars hotel.
And in the words of Samuel L. Jackson, hold on to your butts. On Wednesday, Disney released sample pricing for a standard cabin. A 2-guest per cabin rate would be $1,209 per person per night for a total of $4,809. For 3 guests per cabin, that'd be 2 adults, 1 child, the rate would be $889 per person per night for a total of $5,299.
Wee.
Those prices are out of this world, or galaxy. So, needless to say, I'm not planning a visit or a stay there.
No. Not anytime soon, anyway.
No. But if you have the means, maybe you want to try it out and tell me what you thought of it.
Exactly. Share it with us.
Beer Fest returns to Busch Gardens, Tampa a little earlier this year, but get ready for another round of brew, live music, food, and everything else.
The event will run Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, August 13th through October 31st. Beer Fest will feature an all-new beer trail this year.
The festival's brew lineup will include more than 50 varieties of IPAs, wheat ales, and stouts from breweries such as Big Storm, Three Daughters, Motorworks, Cigar City, and more. Visitors will also be able to grab a bite to eat at more than a dozen locations throughout the park. Busch Gardens is offering Beer Fest sample lanyards starting at $49 for an 8-sample punch card. For more information, visit buschgardens.com/Tampa. Not to be outdone by Busch Gardens Tampa, SeaWorld Orlando will have its own beer festival. SeaWorld Orlando's Craft Beer Festival kicks off on August 13th and will run every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday through September 12th.
New to the festival this year is the Craft Beer Festival Dinner Series, which will be held in the private reef room at Shark's Underwater Grill.
For more information on this Craft Beer Festival, visit SeaWorld.com/Orlando. Not done with SeaWorld news, as they have announced a new haunted house for their version of Howl-O-Scream. It will be the Captain's Revenge.
Visitors will find themselves surrounded by the remains of the ill-fated crew of a cursed pirate ship.
SeaWorld has also announced another scare zone for the event called Sea of Souls.
The scare zone will be set at the site of a terrible shipwreck where restless pirates set on revenge.
Howl-O-Scream Orlando will run on select nights from September 10th through October 31st. Switching gears, let's head over to Epcot for some news.
There will be pass holder previews for Ratatouille on select nights in September.
Yeah, we already have a date. Or
Yes.
at least I do.
I registered him and I wasn't able to get it for myself, but that's okay.
Yeah,
One of us will be there.
I'm going on September 8th to Remy's. I'm not sure how to call this. I know what's the official name? I'm not sure. We either shorthand it by calling it Remy's or we shorthand it by calling it Ratatouille's. You guys know what we're talking about. The new ride over there at Epcot.
Yeah, looks like fun though.
I'll preview it. September 8th. The theme park industry here in Central Florida continues to rebound as SeaWorld has reported both increases in attendance and revenue, and Universal recently reported similar results. So, the theme park industry getting back in shape here in Orlando. I need to follow suit, get back in shape. And regarding Universal Orlando, specifically Halloween Horror Nights, we got some news on that as well.
Now, in addition to the single night tickets that were available, multi-night tickets have become available.
I'll read the list
Okay.
of what's available. That way I am sure not to mess up. or not so sure. You never know. So here's what they have for multi-night tickets. They have the Rush of Fear, which is where you come the first 16 nights. So the Rush of Fear pass is what's available. They also have a Rush of Fear pass with Express.
Oh.
And then they have the Frequent Fear, which is 26 nights, and that's every Sunday through Thursday, including the first weekend. So you have the Frequent Fear pass and the Frequent Fear with Express. 2 different pricings. I'm just going to leave a link for pricing.
Right, exactly.
That way I won't mess that up.
And there won't be any confusion on the pricing like how I had. So
Yeah. If anything sounds attractive to you, go check out the link.
yes.
But moving on from the Frequent Fear pass, we have Frequent Fear Plus. Now that's 35 nights. The other was 26. That's the plus. The plus is the extra days.
And for us, we liked it because it had Fridays in that.
Yeah, so Frequent Fear Plus is 35 nights, and that's Sunday through Friday, including the first and last Saturdays. That's important. And then with that, of course, you have Frequent Fear Plus with Express. Obviously, that's going to be more money.
Right.
Anytime you hear me say with Express, that option is more money.
Cha-ching!
Oh, and then we have the Ultimate Frequent Fear Pass. That is that allows you to come to all the event nights.
Yep, every night.
Wow. No wonder it's ultimate.
Yes.
So you get the Ultimate Fear Pass at a certain price, and then you get Ultimate Fear Pass with Express. I think that's going upwards for over $700.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say any pricing, but I think that one's over $700.
Yeah, and that's where I had my little bit of confusion because that one it said it in the detailed description, and I think it's over $750.
But what you're referring to is when we broke the news
Yes.
in the update video.
Yeah, I kind of messed that up.
You messed up the ultimate just slightly.
Yeah, and I apologize for that. I'm sorry.
No need to apologize. I edited that out already. I cut out your mistake.
Oh, this is why we are such a good team. Thank you. I appreciate that. Ooh, covering up my mistakes.
I knew we were going to cover it more in the weekly roundup here.
Okay,
So.
well, anyway. I'm not perfect.
So along with them announcing the multi-night passes,
Yes.
they've also announced a new haunted house. Icons Captured is the new house that has been officially announced. Not really a surprise, but at least it's good to have it official now. The Icons Captured house will feature some of the best past icons: the caretaker, the director, the usher, the storyteller, and Jack the Clown with his assistant Chance. Halloween Horror Nights is a separately ticketed event at Universal, and it will run from September 3rd, which is getting really close,
It is.
through October 31st, which is, of course, Halloween. It's apropos. Can I use the word apropos?
I don't think it's been copyrighted.
Well, I'm a connoisseur of fine words now, and I say it's apropos that it ends on Halloween.
I'm just surprised because normally it goes to November 1st and 2nd, so I'm shocked it actually stops on October 31st.
Well, that's a Sunday. That's a Sunday.
Okay.
So it kind of makes sense. It's one weekend. They don't go into a weekday.
Yeah, I was just looking on my phone, when does it end? Okay, well, that totally makes sense then.
Pretty much.
And on the last
Yeah.
weekend of October. Gotcha.
Because
Okay.
Halloween's a Sunday.
Makes sense.
No need to spill over into November now.
Okay.
Doesn't make sense. It's not symmetrical. Can I use the word symmetrical?
No using words, Rick.
And now on to some sad news. MegaCon Orlando. A few weeks ago, I had a news bit on this,
Yes.
mentioning Brendan Fraser was going to be there.
And we were all excited.
Yes, we were, because Universal people really excited about having Brendan Fraser there.
Yeah.
But we just got word that he had to withdraw.
Yes, some scheduling conflicts, and he's, I think, working with Martin Scorsese right now. So, happy Brendan Fraser is getting the work.
It's an upgrade from MegaCon to work with Martin, so.
Yeah, so we understand, definitely, Brendan, but we're a little sad for ourselves. We're going to miss you.
And I'm sad for him. He's still not going to get that cup of coffee.
I think he would have gotten way too many cups of coffee, people being smart with him.
And now on to a new segment. Well, it's kind of old. It's not really a new segment. I just rebranded it.
The phrase is rebranded.
Yeah. So this segment is called You Be Trippin'.
Oh, goodness.
And this is where we tell you what we did in our road trip video recently.
Oh, okay. I was like, what are you talking about? I'm like, where is he going with this? He doesn't tell me this, some of this stuff sometimes.
No, I don't. I spring stuff on you.
Yeah.
But it's a new segment. You be tripping.
You be tripping.
So in the latest episode of Rick's Road Trips, I believe it was Marco Island this time. Mm-hmm. This was sort of an overview video. We talked about the resort, the beach, some of the activities, visited the museum. Mm-hmm. So that's the latest Rick's Road Trip. Go check it out. I'll leave a link to that video. And while you're there, click the subscribe button. Later on in future videos, what we have an airboat and alligator tour.
And there wasn't an incident, but there's definitely like a jump scare in that.
And then a jet ski eco tour.
Right, where we see dolphins jumping out of the water.
So when you're done watching this video, go to Rick's Road Trips. And now, on to questions and answers. A lot of questions this week. Just to let you know, I usually pick anywhere between 6 and 10 questions. I try to pick questions that help the most people and questions I somewhat know the answer to.
Right.
I had to skip some this week. I did not know the answer.
Yeah, sometimes you guys give us some really, really hard questions and we're like, oh, we don't know. You know?
Yeah. The hard ones I even tried to look up, and some of it was kind of hard to even find the information, so I had to bail. So that could be one reason why you never see your question on here is you're asking too hard of a question for me. I think I can handle these, though. Okay. Maybe.
We'll see. And honestly, you guys will definitely keep us on the straight and narrow. If we say something wrong, check the comments because you guys will help fix it.
Well, it is a team effort.
It is definitely.
For sure, check the comments because a lot of people, they do know more than me on specific subjects.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Absolutely.
So let's try. Let's give it a try.
Okay, Question 1. We go. Fingers crossed. All right, first one is from Megan. Can you explain HHN Stay and Scream for pass holders?
Yes, Nikki can.
Me? I haven't even pre-read in these. Okay, so Stay and Scream essentially is if you're already in the park, they'll put you kind of in these like penned off areas.
Which is typically, there's usually a holding area in New York, in Springfield, and I think sometimes there's another one like near Hello Kitty or somewhere else.
Oh, you're right. They're in the past.
We've never stayed at that one.
No, exactly.
We usually stay in New York.
So there's between 1 and 3 scare zones, or Stay and Scream areas. And essentially, you start getting in there between, 3 and 5 p.m. And then essentially before they open up the main gates, you get first access to those houses closest to that Stay and Scream area.
Because the line outside to get through the gate it's crazy.
Yeah, it's backed up way into like City Walk.
That's why it's better to be inside the park. Mm-hmm.
It's very hot.
Yeah.
Bring water. It's very crowded, so bring your patient pants.
Yeah.
What else can we say about that?
Well,
it's exciting though. It's very hyped. Like everybody's just like super pumped. Mm-hmm. It's not
And if you don't know, what happens is since Halloween Horror Nights is a separately ticketed event, you can only be in there if you hold the ticket for HHN. Right. So at a certain time, they start shooing the regular guests out of the park because it's closed to them, and they have the holding areas for us to hang out and wait till their shootout.
Right. So then they scan your ticket, they let you go into the Stay and Scream area, and then you hang out there.
Yep.
Okay.
That's sort of the gist of it.
Yeah, and honestly, it's good because it gives you a jump on the first couple houses.
Yeah. So if you're a pass holder, you definitely want to be inside the park before the park closes.
Yeah, you want to take advantage of that. You don't want to get out of the park and then try to make your way back in. Oh, no, that's a nightmare.
And just a personal tip, we found the Springfield Stay and Scream zone to be the worst. We did not enjoy that. There's no shade over there. So.
Oh, it's so hot right there. I mean, at least in New York, there was some trees.
Well, I'm about to say, everyone go to New York, now it's going to be crowded.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway,
we prefer New York. Oh no, I was going to say, let's continue on. Next question.
It's only those people that watch this anyway. So, all right, next one is from Sean. Let's see. If I already bought a one-night HHN ticket, is it possible to upgrade to a frequent fear pass, or would I have to buy that separately?
That was what we just went through.
I just did that myself. Yep. You easily can upgrade it. We went to guest services, and I just paid the difference between the two. Mm-hmm. Easy peasy. Because
we had bought a ticket for the first night, just in case.
Just in case.
We wanted to make sure we were there the first night. Mm-hmm. And we always knew that if they offered frequent fear, we would just upgrade it.
Right, and we knew that all along, so it wasn't too big of a gamble for us. It wasn't like we were going to lose money on that at all.
So there you go.
Easy peasy. They can do it right for you. Okay. Now this one is from multiple people. They're pass holders, but some are going to HHN with people who are not.
Right. So it's
pass
like
holders.
I'm a pass holder. I'm going with my buddy Nikki here, who is not a pass holder.
Right. They have daytime park tickets for that night going to HHN. And can everyone in the group stay in the park for Scream Early?
Mm-hmm. So what they're saying is it's a mixture of pass holders and people who hold a daytime ticket and an HHN ticket for that night.
Yes.
Sure. No. Yes. Exactly. You can all hang out together.
Right. You don't have to be a pass holder to do the stay and scream.
Yeah.
As long as you were in the park and you have that valid HHN ticket for that night,
they have little
you're good
scanners
to go.
there.
Yes.
They have little scanners right there by the zone. You just pop out your HHN ticket, they scan it, and they let you into the stay and scream zone.
Right.
The next one is from Ruben, and let me just paraphrase Ruben. Basically, he is a Premier Pass holder like I am.
Okay.
And with that, you get a free HHN ticket.
Right.
Now, he is not going to go to HHN. So he was wondering, can he get some type of refund or a discount or credit for that HHN ticket he's not going to use, or can he give it to someone? And the answer to that, both questions, is no.
Right.
That free HHN ticket is just a benefit of being a Premier holder. Do with it what you will. You can use it, not use it. You won't get any type of credit if you don't. And then the other thing is they are non-transferable. You can't be like, oh, I'm not going to use it. Let my buddy use it. No. Basically, all it is too is your annual pass card. All you do is walk up to the turnstiles and they scan it and let you in. So the actual HHN ticket is your annual pass. So there's no way it's transferable or you get a credit for it. Sorry, buddy.
And also check on the dates that those are valid because they're not
Ruben
valid
doesn't
every
care
day.
because he's not going.
No, but I'm just saying just in general to other people. But exactly.
Because it's not like every night you are able to use that free ticket.
Correct.
So just double check any type of blockout dates for the free ticket.
Next one is from Nina. We love your channel. Oh, thank you. And my husband and I are interested in buying annual passes for 2022. When do the passes for the following year normally go on sale, and where can we buy them?
Well, they don't do it that way. It's not like I want to buy a pass for 2022. They're just available for purchase all the time, and the clock starts whenever you first scan it.
Right. The first time you go through the turnstile with that's when your clock
Now,
on your year starts.
If you didn't want to, if you want your pass just to be for 2022, you could buy it right now and then just scan it, in 2022. And then it's good for whatever, 12 months or could be 18 months, whatever time frame you bought or they sold you.
Right, because sometimes they do deals where you get bonus months when you get your annual pass or you renew. And I don't know, I haven't heard any right now.
Yeah, but it's not like you're buying a annual ticket for the year. It's just the clock starts whenever you scan through that gate the first time.
Okay, next one is from Rich. Coming down the beginning of September, we are not interested in HHN. However, I was wondering if Universal Studios chases you out of the park at a certain time if you're not participating.
They do.
Yeah, they will.
Whatever the closing time is for that day. And I think usually, is it like an hour from them to shoo people out, sweep it up and get, But no, you can't stay during HHN if you don't have an HHN ticket. They do usher you out early. Right,
and if you have a 2-park pass, you could go to Islands of Adventure, and that will be open longer than Studios.
Yeah. Okay. Well, available to daytime guests longer.
Yes, exactly. Okay, number 7 is from Ryan. My question is about the Premier Pass Express Pass feature. How is the Express Pass enforced? You can only use it once per attraction, but is there any flexibility with it, or is it enforced in a way that there's no loopholes for you to use it any more than the one time at a particular attraction?
Again, I have the Premier Pass, annual pass, and that pass does act as an express pass after 4 p.m. There's no skirt in the rules. You can't transfer it to another person. You can't go through the ride multiple times. It's one per. So, and they got that system pretty locked down on how they utilize it. So no, there's no skirt in the system.
Right. Okay, this one's from multiple people. How much time would it take to do each Universal park?
See, I get that a lot.
Yeah.
And because I think specifically, I remember someone asking, was a day and a half enough? They were going to go one day at one of the parks, maybe islands, and the other day they were going to have to be done by like 3 or 4. Now, this is how I feel, and you can chime in. I feel like you need 1 day per park. I've done challenge videos where I've done like all the rides and stuff, and it's a challenge for sure to get everything done in 1 day. So I like to advise people at least 2 days, 3 would be better. 1 day for one park, 1 day for the other, and then you could be done. Or I prefer 1 day for one park, 1 day for the other, and then the third day, go back and clean up anything you may have missed at the 2 parks. That's kind of my system. What I would recommend.
I would say 1 day at Studios, 1 day at Islands Adventure, and 1 day at Volcano Bay.
But a day, for the one
and just
person,
get all your favorites.
for the one person asking about a day and a half that they would leave at 3 and 4, but they were saying they weren't going to do like the major roller coasters. So in that case,
yeah,
it'd be a little easier. It all depends on what you're interested in. If you want to do every ride, every attraction, that's tough to do in 1 day for one park.
Yeah, especially for how busy things have been.
But if you're skipping something, a little easier.
Okay, next one is from Max. Would you rather a September trip to Universal or a February trip?
February. How am I coming home from vlogging in the summer versus the winter?
Oh, he comes home so happy. Like in the winter, he's like, peppy, and
Chipper.
I have tons of energy. And then in the summer, like in September, the only thing about September, you have HHN. So if you're an HHN fan,
I think that's just a park question.
But if it's just a park question, the weather in February is absolutely beautiful.
Summer.
Perfect weather in
summer,
February.
and then into September, and
September
even
is
October.
hot.
October too.
Oh God,
Can be very warm. So I love it. Like in December, January, February. I come home from vlogging all like invigorated and chipper versus the summer, even September coming in all drained and
like a wilted flower
and haggard.
Exactly.
All right, is this the last one?
Yes, the last one. This is from Mary. The Today Show introduced a new mascot, yet to be named at the time I'm writing this, and I was thinking it could eventually become a new character meet and greet at Universal Studios Florida. Do you think it will happen?
I was not aware, but I did look up the mascot. Pretty cute. I wouldn't see it as a permanent thing, but I could see from time to time them bringing out that mascot at the Today Cafe.
Well, what is it? What kind of animal is it?
You know what? I'm putting images up right now.
Oh!
You can't see, but
No,
in editing I am.
I have no idea what you're putting up.
In editing I am. You have to trust me, Nikki.
Okay.
It's pretty cute. But like I said, I don't think a permanent type of meet and greet, but I could see on special occasions or time from time them bringing out that mascot into the Today Cafe area.
Oh, I like it.
I would,
Very cool.
I could see that happening. And so that was the last question, right?
That was the last question.
Ooh, all right. Good job, Nikki. Glad I had you with me this week. Which, by the way, she goes back to work. The day you're watching this is, Sunday? So you're back to work the very next day.
Yep, the Sunday scaries are coming back.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
But, anyway.
I just want to wish all of my teacher friends and anyone in education and all the kids going back to school, I wish you guys all the best.
Yep. And with that being said,
Don't miss the magic, don't miss the fun.
thanks for watching Rix Flix, and now it's time to relax.